Teen Mom 2 star Leah Messer is starting her own podcast called Life Reboot. Teen Mom 2 star Leah Messer has a brand new business venture. The reality TV mom, taking a page out of her co-star Kailyn Lowry's book, and started her very own podcast, which she plans to call Life Reboot. According to an October 16 report by Us Weekly magazine, Leah Messer says she's ready to do something new and share her experiences with her brand new motivational podcast. It's a life transformational thing. Of course it's fun, but it's just life application, life aspirations. It's inspirational, motivational. I think Kale's is just like coffee and convo, so it's conversational, and day-to-day events and things like that, so it's a little different, Messer stated, adding that Lowry will appear in an episode of her podcast. The third episode won Think. The Teen Mom 2 star says that, although she's tried her hand at motivational speaking in the past, the podcast will be a much better way to get her message out and will be available to a larger crowd. This podcast is going to get out to so many people. There's just a bigger audience this way, Leah said, revealing that she's been working on the project for 2 years with life coach Lindsay Reilly. The podcast will reportedly incorporate Reilly's 5-year standard teachings, as well as detail Leah Messer's own experiences and how she is working toward her goals on a daily basis. I definitely feel like I was in need of knowing myself more and knowing that and truly loving who I was. Knowing where I wanted to go, and it took a lot of transformation in my life. Like breaking cycles that I had adapted to because that's all I'd ever known, and getting to the core of who I was, the reality star said. Leah says her main role on the podcast is to share her own life experiences and that she is very excited to be able to help anyone and everyone who may stumble upon the web radio series. The show will be available every Wednesday, and fans can hear it on Podcast One. As many Teen Mom 2 fans know, Leah Messer has been through a lot in her young life. Became pregnant with twins as a teenager and has struggled with one of her daughter's health issues. She's also been married and divorced twice and has been in rehab for anxiety and depression issues. However, she's re-emerged and taken life by the horns, which is what she wants to help others do in the Life Reboot podcast.